Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Apex. Hope you're having a very good day as always. I want to start this video and talk about Tap Strafing real quick, because if you guys have been living under a rock, basically what took place yesterday in the Apex community was it seemed as if Respawn nerfed Tap Strafing. People went into Apex in the firing range, in pubs, in ranked, and they tried to tap strafe. They tried to implement those normal movement mechanics that Tap Strafing gives you, and it just wasn't working. Like, you basically had like a 90-degree tap strafing alone. You couldn't do a full tap strafe, and pros were confused. You know, PC players, of course, mouse and keyboard players were they were rioting basically, because tap strafing has been such a core movement mechanic for them. Many pros immediately took to Twitter to call this out. Imperial Hal, for example, posted up a really funny tweet basically taking a jab at the casual players, the controller players, the console players. Bruno, who was actually a YouTuber, said Apex pros are ruining Apex for the casuals, but Respawn nerf Tap Strafing. And those were just two responses. You know, basically everyone was caught off guard because no one was expecting Respawn to suddenly nerf Tap Strafing out of the blue. Respawn never talked about it. Respawn never gave any hints that they'll be nerfing it. It just disappeared, right? Well, thank God this was just a bug. You know, for all my mouse and keyboard players out there, I feel you, but it was just a bug. This was not supposed to be in the game, and Respawn fixed that immediately. Tap Strafing is back in Apex, but all of the pros, all of the mouse and keyboard players did kind of, you know, caused a big chaos yesterday when this suddenly happened. So Respawn actually took to Twitter and said this: "Heads up, legends, we've seen your reports about issues with tap strafing in Apex after today, and we are looking into it. Thanks for being patient while we sort this one out. We just pushed a fix for this and things should be returning to normal shortly. Carry on, legends." So it was just a bug, it was just a glitch. Respawn did not intend for this to happen, but it makes me think, it makes me wonder, because if you guys actually saw the tap strafing glitch in action yesterday, basically you could still tap strafe, like you could still actually hit a tap strafe, but it was a lot less. The angle wasn't the same basically. Like, you went from having a full tap strafe to like a 90-degree tap strafe. And it makes me think if Respawn is testing out a tap strafe nerf and this just slipped through the cracks and it happened to, you know, make its way into the full game as a glitch, because Respawn has talked about wanting to nerf tap strafe in the past. So was this a test? Was Respawn testing us? Was Respawn trying to see how we would react? Because if that was a test, well, now they have their answers, because basically everybody except controller players was in an uproar. No one liked it, and Respawn fixed that extremely quickly. So, I mean, what do you guys think about this? Do you actually want to see tap strafing nerfed? Do you think that mouse and keyboard players have an advantage over controller players because of tap strafing? What are your thoughts? Nicewig, who is a player for 100 Thieves and a content creator and pro as well, took to Twitter and said this: "Even as a controller player, I am happy that the removal of tap strafing is a bug. Tap strafing is part of the movement that makes Apex unique and creative. Huge W from Respawn fixing this ASAP." Boomrazzle, who is an Apex legend streamer and content creator, said this: "Apex without tap strafing is ass. GG's downloading Fortnite." So that was a really interesting turn of events. Everyone was really just bashing Respawn for removing it, but it was just a bug, they say. Just a bug. We'll see. We'll see if tap strafing is eventually nerfed or if Respawn plans to keep it in the game forever. But what are your thoughts on this? Leave them down below. Now, I actually want to talk about something real interesting as well and give Respawn props for doing this. It doesn't have to do with Apex gameplay or any major changes, but basically the voice actor for Horizon, Elle Newlands, recently lost her cat. You know, her cat recently died, and Respawn introduced a skin in Apex Legends for Horizon to honor Elle's dead cat, which actually makes me look at Respawn in a whole different light, because it shows that Respawn cares about their voice actors. It shows that Respawn respect their voice actors as well, which is dope. We love to see that. And Horizon was also once my main in Apex. You know, Horizon back in her season 7, season 8 days was my main. So even though I play Valk now, I still need to give Respawn respect, because this is a dope gesture of kindness and respect. And the skin actually looks good. It isn't a terrible skin. It isn't a skin that Respawn just threw together. The skin does look good and fun, and if you're Horizon main, you most likely will like how this skin looks as well. It isn't the most insane skin like a legendary skin, but it does look really good. So Elle said this on Twitter: "Not me crying because Respawn honored my 20-year-old cat who recently passed away with a skin in her memory. Anya's armor. Thank you to Vancouver Tim and your good heart. Best job ever." Tim Lewinson, whose Twitter handle is Vancouver Tim, is the studio operations operations director at Respawn, so he actually kind of organized this skin to be made. So big up to Respawn, shout out to Respawn for doing this, as I said, this great gesture of kindness to L. Apex has some of the best voice actors in the game. Every single voice actor we have in Apex is crazy talented, and they have a really important place as well in this community. So shout out to them, shout out to Respawn. And it's just a good story to talk about for once. Like, we always hear these negative stories about Apex, you know, how the servers are trash, ranked is bad, you know, Respawn made this change is trash. But it's good to just talk about a wholesome, generally good story for once. So again, shout out to Respawn for that. Now, to end this video, let's talk about something very exciting, right? And this is the potential of Gun Game, which is a really classic Call of Duty mode. If you guys played all of the old school CUDs, even some of the recent Call of Duty games, Gun Game has been a staple in the CUD franchise. Well, this LTM was recently in Apex Mobile, and it could be coming to the base Apex Legends game, the one that you and I play, you know, the actual Apex game. It could be coming to Apex very soon as well. Hypermist, who is a pretty big, you know, leaker, data miner, content creator on YouTube and Twitter, he does like all of these huge Apex leaks. He recently discovered some in-game files as well as audio files that suggest that Gun Game is currently in the works.
A team has reached half the points necessary for victory. A team is 5 points from victory. Attention! A team has half the points needed to win.
So this mode could be an LTM, it could be part of like a bigger, you know, event in Apex. We're not too sure right now. But I'm always excited to see new content in Apex. And when I say content, I don't just mean a new skin, a new heirloom, you know, I actually mean new ways to play Apex. And I believe that Gun Game would actually be a really fun addition to Apex, mainly because Apex just has such good gun play. So could you imagine playing Gun Game in like a smaller map or a sectioned off map in Apex? That would be super fun. I'm all fit. What do you guys think? Would you want to see Gun Game in Apex Legends? Leave your thoughts down below. Most likely Respawn will make some changes to make Gun Game very unique to Apex, but it still is the core Call of Duty formula. It still is, you know, the base Gun Game mode that's coming to Apex in some form. So I can't wait to see how Respawn does it. I also want to see Respawn bring back Control. Respawn, please make Control permanent. It's the best mode we've ever had outside of Battle Royale. I love Control. If Control was a permanent game mode, I'd be playing Apex every single day, no cap. So hopefully Respawn brings back Control as well. But for now, let's just get excited about Gun Game potentially coming to Apex as an LTM very soon. What do you guys think? As always, leave your comments down below. I read every single comment, so leave your thoughts down below. So that's it for me in today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Drop that like right now for good luck in your next Apex pack. Subscribe if you're new, comment your thoughts down below, and of course I'll see you guys in some more Apex. Till next time.